What is up, my mighty friends? Tim here. I'm going to do another top 5 video, and that is going to be, I wanted to do a director. Haven't done director in a while. So let me do one of my favorite directors, Richard Donner. Richard Donner is a classic director. He's directed films like The Omen, Lethal Weapon 3 and 4, was it 16 Blocks, Timeline, saying a few that will not make the list. And Lethal Weapon 3 I really enjoy. Maverick I really enjoy. Assassins I really enjoy. But these are my top 5, so let's do this. I also like The Toy and a few others. Number 5 is Scrooged, and this is going to be a little if the videos are coming back, and it's gonna be a little Easter egg of what I'll be doing with a Bill Murray video where Scrooged. If you look at this film, they were going to have him play Batman, Bruce Wayne. They were thinking a comedy film, and he said no, and blah blah blah. And you look at this film, I could definitely take a look at it. I could kind of see what Hollywood God is trying to say. Number 4 is a little toss-up between Lethal Weapon 2, one of my favorite sequels of all time, and Ladyhawke, the first of his 2 films of 1985, along with the film I'm going to talk about soon on this list. Both great films. Lethal Weapon 2, a little bit darker than the the first is a little slightly more dark. I don't know. Lethal Weapon 2 has, the South Africans and, just pretty screwed up, but fun. A very fun film and fun sequel. And Ladyhawke is just a fantastic fantasy film. Fantastic adventure, very adventurous. Pre weird Matthew Broderick. Number 3 is Superman, 78. Classic. Christopher Reeve, rest in peace. Margot Kidder, rest in peace. Classic. John Williams, fantastic score. Number 2 is The Goonies, the second of Donner's films of 1985. I put this on. I did a top 10 list, and I decided to stop doing top 10s because I don't want to rip off. I don't want people to think I'm ripping off people like Jay Vaders and others. But this, Jay Vaders, Watch Mojo, whatever. But The Goonies is just a classic. Kids being kids. With some of the, because I watched a thing on parents ranting on this was in '92, but Batman Returns. The intro of this film scares me, creeps me out. And they're like, you should watch something like Goonies. Have you not seen the friggin' beginning, you dumbasses, of this film with Jake, the Jake character? I'm not like picky on this, but it would have been so cool if it was just Jake. And I love both. I love the other two Fratellis, but the Jake character is just so menacing, so creepy. He ends up being a James Bond villain, Robert Davi. Robert Davi ends up being the James Bond villain for License to Kill. So, yeah. Man, the Jake character, dude. Creepy. Number 1, of course. And, you got Sean Astin, Corey Feldman, Jeff Cohen. Such, kids being kids. At least you got Stranger Things is kind of doing that. Number one, of course, is Lethal Weapon. I was saying a little bit. Lethal Weapon 2 is a little bit more darker. People say it's a little bit more darker. You watch this again. There's a man literally electroshocking the character, and then he ends up. This made Commando seem like a Care Bears movie, because a lot of people are like, oh, Commando is more darker, more violent. Watch this again. This makes Commando seem like a freaking Care Bears movie. So that's my top 5 favorite Richard Donner films. Yeah, the chemistry between both actors, Danny and Mel, fantastic. The music is just beautiful. Just like Richard Donner. It was like he was like into, because for a while with the Toy and Ladyhawke and the Goonies, he was just surrounded by like children movies, and then he was handed a script from Shane Black for Lethal Weapon, and then just fell in love with it, because he was supposed to direct The Lost Boys, which was a G-rated, originally like a G-rated film it was like Goonies gone vampire, which I'll talk about that in a video, and thank God for Joel Schumacher. But exactly what I just said. Like, it was fun that he got to do his own violent, classic action film. Not just a buddy cop movie, an action flick. So that is my top 5 favorite Richard Donner films. Hope you enjoyed this. Love yous all. Bye.